Hey, what is up, guys? I am back here bringing you another super efficient farm that you guys can do in Fellowship. So this one is going to be on Sailor's Abyss 10. I just think this is a good route in general, so you don't need to do it as a farm route. You can kind of just break it up a little bit, and you can do it in hierarchies as well. I think I use this to time like a 20 for sure, but there's higher Sailor Abyss that I've also ran this in, and it's been fine. All right, so you're going to be doing this first pull here. So this route is especially good if you're looking to farm gems, but you're not at to like 20 level where you can like farm consistently 20s, right? So if you're kind of like lower level and you're trying to get gems for your character, 10s are really good because you get an increased chance of having gems drop in these dungeons, right? So Sailor's Abyss 10, it's pretty decent. It just has ultimatum and then it has blood shards. So the blood shards are nice because there's a lot of mobs, so you just get a little bit tankier, and then ultimatum just have reduced cooldowns. It's nice, right? So yeah, we do that first pull right there. We pull it into the elementals and just make sure that you guys are all stacked up when you do these. If you don't know this, the elementals won't hydro bolt as long as your group is stacked up tight. So everyone's going to stack in right here underneath the water elementals. And then, so I'm just kind of moving, making sure the mobs don't surround me. Whenever you get a lot of mobs like this, they'll try to like circle around you and like hit you in the back. And that gets really annoying. So just like periodically as they're like walking around me, I'll try to like move just to make sure they're not hitting me in the back, just. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. We'll kill these water elementals, and then we are going to shroud after this. So a note with the shroud that we are about to use, you want to let it time out before actually dropping down to the ground. And the reason for that is there's a bunch of mobs underneath the perch that if you drop down before the shroud disappears, oftentimes what will happen is one of your DPS will actually like drop down later, or drop down earlier, and they'll exit the shroud, and they will end up getting aggro on those souls. So to avoid this, what we're going to do is I tell my group to wait after we use the shroud. We're going to run to the end of this perch right here. So you notice we're running through all these mobs. We skip that caster pack, and then we skip these guys. And then we're going to stop here, and we're going to wait for the shroud to expire. You don't need to be the one to take the shroud, but somebody needs to take it in your group because otherwise those packs are really annoying and it slows us down a lot. So we're going to go straight through, and you're going to notice I actually pull these raiders on the left here with this pack as well. Generally, you want to make sure that you have like ultimates available for this because this pack can be kind of scary. You don't need to pull those raiders. It does make the pack a little bit scarier, mostly for the tank. But I like to pull them with just because we are very overgeared for this at the time. Somebody commented on one of my recent videos that like, why are all these farms like if you're overgeared? First of all, like that's kind of the point of it, right? Like they're farm dungeons, right? They're meant to be fast, so like being overgeared helps it. But the other thing too is that you could totally run this route. You don't need to pull those raiders into this pack. You can do the raiders separately, or you can bring them into these souls here. It'll slow down your run a little bit, but I mean, like just do it at your own pace. Like you can easily just do this route and break it up, and you would time it with flying colors. It doesn't really matter your gear level too much. So yeah. You're gonna notice I'm using the Dark Frost arms right here on Helena too, just while watching this. It's an AoE slow, which is nice. It just got buffed as well, and it slows their attack speed. So it's really nice against like big packs like this with these raiders who just like keep meleeing you, because it'll slow their attack speed a ton, and then it just reduces the damage that you take a punch. So so I'm gonna use the weapon here, and then I have sweeping strikes out as well. So all these mobs are like their attack speed is super slow if you look at them. It's taking them a hot second to swing, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so we're gonna kill this pack, and then we're gonna go into the boss, and that is the dungeon, right? That's pretty much the whole thing. You notice we are only around 3-ish minutes into the dungeon, a little bit over 3. So yeah, we made it to the last boss pretty fast here, and this ends up being around a 6-minute dungeon, I know. So here we go through. I like to tank the boss behind this pylon, or this pillar, sorry. It's not pylon. Just behind the pillar, and that way it gives the ranged and the healer more room to actually like LOS and dispel. I find that if you tank him right here, if you ever have like an accident where somebody drops like the thingy like right here, and where they need to LOS the Screech and they have like an undertow, it can get kind of messy. Whereas like if you tank her right here, they can actually dispel the undertow like back here and they'll still be LOS. So in my opinion, I think that that's just a little bit more convenient for the ranged and DPS. A lot of people have commented on it that they like it. But it also, I don't know, if your group doesn't want you to do it, it's not that big of a deal, right? You don't have to do it. But just a small note for something that I've noticed. But other than that, yeah, if you guys are watching this and you enjoy it, feel free to subscribe to the channel down below. Also, be sure to check out my other farms. So I did a Heart of Tazari farm video, and then I also did a Wormheart 10 farm video. So both of those are pretty good and pretty helpful if you guys are looking to find some efficient farms or just dungeon or like routes for these dungeons and stuff. And other than that, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.